powerful techniques on how to activate 100% of your brain's full potential, folks. Wow. Now this is about to be very, very amazing. Now you're gonna want to stay tuned through this whole video. I got some really powerful information that I came across in the last 2 weeks on how you could literally activate all of your brain's full potential. How many of you all seen the movie Limitless, where the guy was taking a drug and he was, optimizing his brain power and using it to its most, to his best ability, and he eventually became like a senator, and he became like an entrepreneur and CEO. Better yet, how many of you saw the movie Lucy? Well, Lucy was kind of like Limitless, except it was a girl, Scarlett Johansson, where she was taking a pill as well, and she was activating her brain 25%, 50%, then 100% full potential. And then what did she do at the end when she reached 100% full potential? That's right, she disappeared and became matter. She became omnipresent. Yeah, but I don't think we're going to turn omnipresent. But I know exactly what those movies are trying to get at when it comes down to activating your brain's full potential. And in those movies, they took drugs. But the real way to activate your brain's full potential, here we go. Let's get down into it, folks. The real way to activate your brain's full potential is mind, body, and spirit, folks. Those three things. Mind, body, and spirit. And I'm going to go through two at the same time, and I'm going to go through spirit last, okay? So first things first, let me tell you a little bit about the mind, and let me tell you about the body. Let me start with the mind first, folks. First, this is all you need to do to activate your brain's full potential concerning the mind. The mind has to always be learning, for one. You always have to make sure that your mind is learning, folks. It's all about keeping the mind exercised. The mind, the brain, it's like a muscle, folks. If you don't exercise it and keep it thinking, in your imagination about anything noble to think about, you know what I mean? It's just gonna not work right. It's not gonna work properly. You're gonna be very distorted. You're gonna be dysfunctional. You're not gonna think properly. You're not gonna have great perception. So the mind is very, very important, folks. That's why it's very important to meditate. And let's take it over the body a little bit. So we talked about the body now. Number one thing about the body, folks, you have to make sure that you eat very, very healthy foods. I can't say it no better. The body is the most important thing before you reach higher level of consciousness, higher levels of vibration. Before you can even have your brain to activate 100% full potential, the body has to be functioning properly. So it's very important that you're eating the proper foods. And with that being said, I actually went grocery shopping maybe an hour ago. This is some of the foods that I normally buy on a regular basis. So if you just bear with me as I go through these foods and explaining a little bit about what they do. The first thing that you want to get, folks, the most powerful green leaf plant on the planet is kale, folks. Kale. This right here is red kale, organic. Try to make sure you always get organic, folks. Organic stuff is the best. And this is red kale. And you can eat it any type of way you want to eat it. You can put it on a sandwich, cut it up, put it on a sandwich. You can put it in a smoothie. You can do whatever you want. You can put it on top of your chicken breast if you decide to make chicken breast that night. However you like to cook, you can cook with this stuff. This is the most healthiest green leaf on the planet, folks. Kale is packed with dense nutrients. One thing I do with that kale is I put it in my smoothies. Sometimes I might put it in this. And this right here is Boathouse Farms Green Goodness. If you have not watched my Boathouse Farm Green Goodness drink, and where I'm telling you how healthy it is, just watch the video right up here, folks. That video, you can click that if you run this video back over at the end. But anyway, this is something that contains a whole lot of different fruits in it, folks. Now, again, this is the stuff that you need to activate your brain's full potential. This is what the body needs, folks. This is what health is all about. You got apples, pineapples, mangoes, bananas, kiwis, all in this. And you can save money on buying something like this if you don't have a lot of money to buy a whole bunch of fruits. So just keep in mind, green goodness, all your greens in here, folks. Also, another thing that you can invest in getting is fruit, folks. You gotta eat fruit. The body will go crazy if you begin to feed it fruit all the time, folks. And like I said, again, this runs into the mind, folks. If your body is healthy, your mind is gonna listen to what your body feels like. And so it's very important that you eat healthy foods. Another food that I get, oranges, just oranges. A citric fruit, very, very good for you. It's important to get citrus inside of your body, folks, to increase the electrons. When you increase the electrons in your body, you have a much more higher vibration. And that's why it's very important to drink water too. 70% of the body is made up of water. So even when all this stuff that I just showed you have water in it, and you're drinking water on top of that, okay, it's gonna increase the voltage level of the electricity in your body, and you're gonna vibrate higher. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that as this video goes on. Another thing that you might want to invest in is lemons, folks. Lemons. Lemons are alkaline fruit. Lemons are high in acidity and whatnot, and so it kills a lot of toxins in your body, and it detoxes you. And if you have weight problems or whatever the case may be, it gets rid of all that, and it also amps you up. It rejuvenates you. It revitalizes you. Lemons. It makes you happy. It makes you alert. It makes you very, very aware. If it didn't make you aware, why is when you squeeze the lemon on your tongue, you go, oh my God, yes. And you stay like that. You stay like that for at least like a whole hour because you ate this lemon, folks. This is real good stuff, especially when you mix it with some organic vinegar, mother vinegar. Also, another thing that you might want to do in order to, use your brain to its full potential is protein. You have to eat some type of protein. I wouldn't necessarily prefer you to eat like a whole bunch of meats or anything like that because it's heavy and it takes a long time to digest through the intestines and whatnot. But you can definitely get some type of whey protein. This is a complete plant protein that my friend gave me. She had so many the other day that she just gave me this, and it contains stuff like amino acids, enzyme blends, all kind of stuff, man. No soy, no dairy, just straight gluten-free stuff. I'm actually gonna put this in the description section too, folks. All this stuff gonna be in the description section, what you can purchase and all that stuff. But it's very important that you make sure that you're eating healthy if you want to use your brain's full potential. This is very important, folks. I can't stress this enough. Another thing that you want to consider doing to activate your brain's full potential, because it's all about energy. This video, what I'm telling you, folks, is all about the energetic level of your body. You're trying to raise your vibration, okay? And so grounding. Walk outside barefooted from time to time. Most of the time, you have rubber on the soles of your shoes, which blocks vibrations or energy, or let me say positive electrons from the earth from coming into your feet, up into your body. And so most of the time when you're walking on rubber soles, you're not connecting to the universe. So, every day you want to make sure that you take at least 15 to 30 minutes to just walk outside in the grass barefooted or on the pavement barefooted. Trust me, grounding is important because what it does is it releases all the negative electrons from your body, free radicals and stuff like that. You can research this stuff, folks. Grounding. Another thing that you can do in order to increase the energy in the body and to activate the brain's full potential is sun gazing. Sun gazing, where you probably out on the beach somewhere. A lot of people do it on the beach, or at the swimming pool. Make sure that you spend time just not staring at the sun, but kind of looking up under the sun or above the sun and just stay in one spot like where the sun is beaming and just take in that energy, folks. The sun is the most powerful source of energy. The sun is the son of God. It creates all living things. It gives all living things life here on planet Earth. So when you sun gaze and you get out in front of the sun, folks, it's just gonna make you feel good. Now, all of this stuff is gonna compound what I'm telling you. And last but not least, concerning the body, make sure that you exercise regularly. Now, I'm not saying go every day. You ain't trying to build muscle head or nothing like that. I don't even go every day. Matter of fact, sometimes when I don't want to go to the gym, I'll just lift weights here in my home or whatever. I got weights over there, and I got weights in my other room and whatnot. And sometimes I just lift here. There are going to be times where you don't want to lift weights. So what you do to reinforce that, go jog, go walk. But make sure every single week, you have to make sure that you're doing something active with the body, having to do with exercise, folks. You can skip days, but make sure you bounce back on that Wednesday. You can skip Thursday, but make sure you bounce back on Saturday with a nice jog, 30-minute jog. Make sure you're always staying active, keeping the spirit moving. Now, last but not least, I'm going to talk about the spirit, folks. The spirit is very important. The spirit concerns things such as your emotions. Your emotions are very important if you want to activate your brain's full potential. Why? Because what you have to do is you have to get in a habit. You have to get in a habit of knowing how to control your emotions. Ladies, I'm pretty much talking to you when it comes down to those emotions. Okay? You have to get in the habit of becoming a queen of your body. You are the president of your government. The government is your body. Every cell in your body listens to you, listens to the president. Okay? So if you're a woman out there, you know you have these great gifts, like such as emotions. You have to know how to use your emotions to your advantage rather than letting your emotions take over you. Because it's all about spirit. If you can conduct the spirit, you know, spirits. If you can conduct the spirit, folks, all these spirits that bubble up in you about how you feel happy, you feel glad, you feel radiant, you feel active, you feel like you want to exercise, you feel like you want to get knowledge, all these different spirits or whatever, you feel like you want a boyfriend, you feel like you want to have all kind of stuff, you know what I'm talking about. But you got to be the controller of the ship, folks. This is spirit. And like I said, another thing that you can do to enhance having control over your spirit, mind, body, and spirit is meditate. Meditate as often as you can. I know this is something that you don't always want to do. Meditation is not something that everybody, you know, is susceptible to doing, because some people just lay down in the bed and go to sleep. You know, it's just completely boring to like meditate most of the time. But make sure you're taking the time out to just sit out on the sofa, sit out on the balcony, you know, go out and sit by the swimming pool, you know, go to the park and just sit in the park, lay in the grass, eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something by yourself. Make sure that you're taking that time out to really, you know, just engulf yourself in your very own spirit. The more you sense your spirit and you just cut off the outside world, the more you have time to do that, the better of a controller of your ship you're going to be. So once again, folks, in order to, you know, use the full potential in your brain, it's mind, body, and spirit. Oh, and last but not least, make sure that you get some sleep. Make sure that you get essential rest. We got to take it back to high school where they was teaching us, you know, in 9th grade, folks. What was that? Middle school. They was teaching us that we must have 7 hours, 8 hours of sleep a night, folks. It's very essential to your well-being, to your health, and to your mind, to your body, and to your spirit. It's very important that you get good night's sleep, folks, every single night. And if you do this stuff, and if you watch this video back over and learn to do this stuff like consistently, you will notice that your vibration will be much higher. You will feel it. You will sense it. You will notice how you react to people. Other people will notice it. You'll start noticing other people coming around you when you go out places. They're doing it for unconscious reasons because your vibration is so high that they're attracted to you, and your energy is just pulling people and attracting things to you. And then the law of attraction would even work more faster. The law of attraction would be attracting things to you. Manifestations will happen much more faster. As a matter of fact, folks, if you want to manifest things super fast, super vortex fast, and thank you so much for watching this video, I can teach you how to manifest things in a 5th dimension style. So if you can just click this video right here, it'll take you to manifesting things like super fast. Like as soon as you say it, it's gonna come. Just make sure you watch this video, folks. It's some very interesting, powerful gold nuggets in that video, and you don't want to miss it. Again, I'm Trenton Sanderson of the infamous Living Realm Network. What is it? Mind, next body, next spirit. I'll see you in the next video, folks. Peace.